What's up guys, Will here, back again with another video from the local back dog training. I have my friend Snuffkins here, he's in our boarding training program. This is his, I believe it's his 10th day here with us, he's doing very, very well. Today we're going to be going over e-collar and how to use an e-collar, how to fit the e-collar. This video isn't going to show you how to introduce the e-collar to your dog, this is just going to be a video talking about how to fit it on a dog's neck and how to find your dog's working level, which is what we call it, which is basically the lowest setting on the collar that your dog can feel. And based on the level of distraction that you have around you, it might be a little bit higher than most. So if you're indoors, the first time you do this, do it indoors, do it with no distractions. I'm in my garage right now. There's really no distractions in here whatsoever, besides a fly that's flying around that he's really focused on. But that's all right, he's done this quite a few times. I know his working level is 4, but I'll show you guys how to find it. If you were to do this outside, the working level might be a little bit higher just because there's gonna be a lot more distractions outside. And if his distraction level is like a 5, then a level on the e-collar at a 3 would not do a thing to him. So he wouldn't even feel it. So let me show you guys how we fit this. This is a Mini Educator 300. I got this right off of Amazon. You can get it on their website personally. Doesn't matter, the Amazon one was great. This was about 180 bucks. There are cheaper e-collars out there. This is the only e-collar I've used. It's very, very great, very, very useful. And I'll be posting a lot of videos with this e-collar just so you guys learn how to use it and so you guys can see how beneficial it is. So to turn this thing on, it's the middle button right here. So I'll just press it and hold until you see the on. There you go. It's on. Right now it's at a 9. I don't know if you can see that. It's at a 9, just because we were doing some off-leash training outside and there was a lot of distractions, so I had to put it up. But I'll bring it back down to a 3. And then to turn on the device, all you gotta do is, nope. He's very distracted by this fly flying around. All you gotta do is, if you see there's a red dot on the collar, right about there, and then there's a red dot on the remote right about there. So these are magnets, and that's how you use it to turn on the collar. So you're just gonna touch the magnets together. As you saw, it lights up green. Once it lights up green, wait for it to blink green. There you go, it's on, the remote is on, we're ready to go. So now let me show you guys how we fit it onto the dog. So usually when we fit it, we would put it on, not over here, put it on the side of the dog's neck, either here or here. So either here or right here. If you're using this for a long time throughout the day, make sure that you switch sides just so he doesn't have any irritation on this side of the neck. Nope. Back. Nope. Back. So he got off of his place command because of the fly that's distracting him. That's actually okay. I want the fly to distract him. I want him to make mistakes so I can correct him. I'm not using the leash to correct him because he knows what the word no means. He knows the snap means I mean business. Go back to where you were. So I'm going to show you guys how sensitive this thing is. This is not harmful. I'm not shocking the dog. It's a stim. People call it a shock collar. Whatever you want to call it, so be it. This is used for dog training. It's not used to harm the dog. This is a communication device to have a communication with the dog to help the dog understand what I'm asking of him. So to train him a lot faster. So I'm gonna press this onto my hand and I'm gonna put it on the lowest level, which is level 1. I'm gonna find my working level, just to show you guys how this works. All right, it's on 1. It's on 1. See that right there? All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna press it and see if I feel it. Didn't feel it. So we're gonna go to 2. Didn't feel it. 14. Nothing. 15. Now I felt it. So it's like a little, it's not a shock, it's like a little stim. You feel it right away. It's very fast. It's a tenth. I believe it's a tenth of once again, 15. That's my working level. I can feel it at 15. His working level indoors is a 4. His working level outdoors is like an 8 or a 9. Now I'm going to show you guys how we'll find his working level. So I'll set it back down to 0. I'm going to put it on his neck. So I'll put it on the side of his neck, like I said. Now this collar is a little bit long. You want to fit it to your dog and then trim the excess. But since I'm a trainer, I use this on mini dogs, I don't trim the excess. You want to put it high up on the dog's neck. You want it very tight. The reason why you want it very snug and tight, you want to barely be able to fit a finger inside it, is because if you're training and the dog's collar is not properly fitted right, and you're moving around, he might not even be feeling it, and then it might get snug at some point, and he'll feel it, and he'll get super scared. So you don't want that. You don't want to frighten your dog. This has to be a positive thing for the dog. Otherwise, it would be very, very difficult for you to change it into a positive association. So let's make sure it's nice and snug. Nice and snug, good. So it's at the top. I can barely fit a finger. Barely fit a finger in there. Good. So now, let's find his working level. I'm going to bring the camera over here towards him. All right, so I'm starting at a 1. I'm just looking for a slight twitch. A slight twitch from his eyes, maybe his head, maybe a head turn, just to show me that he feels it. So here's a 1. I don't know if you can see that. 1. I'm just tapping it. He does not feel that. So let's go to a 2. He does not feel that. So let's go to a 3. There's a fly. I'm going to wait for him to lose the fly. Shh. So he felt that. He felt the 3. So let me show you one more time. See? The head turn. He feels the 3. One more time. See? The head turn. The 3 is his working level indoors in my garage. If there were other distractions, if we were outside, if there was someone else here, if there was another dog here, if there was more flies in here, whatever, his working level might be a little bit higher. But that's how you find the working level of your dog. The next video I'm going to show is how to introduce this to your dog. Because you can't just, a lot of my clients come to me, they say, hey Will, I bought an e-collar, I put it on him, I found his working level, but he's not listening to me, he's not coming back when I call him and I press it, he's not doing whatever, he's not trainable with this thing. And I'm like, well, this is not a training device. Like I tell all my clients, it's not a training tool, it's a communication tool. How are you going to communicate with your dog if you don't teach him the language? You got to teach. The next video, I'm just going to teach him what the sensation of this little stem means. Essentially, I want him to understand that this little stem is the same thing as a leash pressure. It's the same thing. The leash is also a communication tool. The prong collar, which is what we use very often, it's a communication tool. The pressure from the prong collar helps me communicate with him. So I want him to understand that this pressure is the same thing as the prong pressure. So I'll teach you guys that in the next video. Stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you very much. Will from the Local Pack Dog Training. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm always here to help out. Good luck with your dogs, guys.